Siman Reish Mem Gimel. Din hamasker sada merchas gani Yehudi v'beisi if mo yasker ada merchas gani Yehudi. Person cannot rent out his bathhouse to a guy. Because everyone knows that it's the Jew's bathhouse. And now the guy will keep it open on Shabbos, and people think that he's doing that for the Jew. Because a merchatz is not made for arisos. An artist is someone who works for a percentage of the profits. That would be permitted for a guy to work if he's getting a percentage of the profits, because then he's really working for himself. However, usually a merchatz isn't run like that. People assume that the balabas of the merchatz gets all the profits, and the guy is just getting a certain amount of money each day, the salary, but not a percentage. In which case, everyone would assume that the guy is doing this work for Yisrael, and his, which is Asr of Amir al-Akov. However, if it's a field, in the same type of scenario would be permitted, because people do give out fields for the worker to get a percentage. They know it's a Jewish field. People understand that the guy did it by Risus. An oven has the same halach as a merchas, because people do not rent out ovens like this. Chaim and a mill has the halach of a kasada, because people do rent them out like this. And therefore, in these cases, when it's mutter, when people do rent these things out by Risus, it would be permitted, even though the guy is only getting a third or a quarter of the profits, and the Yisrael is getting most of the money, even of what's being done on Shabbos. And it's still permitted, because here the guy is working for himself. Even if you have a bathhouse or an oven which people do not rent out for Risus, if this person happens to rent them out for a profit, for a share of the profits year after year, and everyone, it's very clear that he does not rent workers to work in the thing, but he rents out the place and gets a percentage, or gets a flat rate, but for renting it out, and then the guy is one getting the profits, however that is, that would be permitted. If most people in that city do not follow the normal procedures from the time of Chazal and the Rishonim would describe the Sefalach, but they have in local conditions a different type of arrangement, that these are things that people do give out by Risus, mud or beschiros, that they just rent the place out and let the person who rented it do all the work and just pay a fee. You could do that, and that would be permitted. Even in a place when it is asr, meaning when people do not usually do this by risus or beschiras, if the Jew is not the original owner of this bathhouse or oven, but the Jew is the middleman, and as the guy owns it, the Yid rented it from the guy, and now the Yid sublets it to another guy, then Shari would be mutter. The ain't shame how you still nikr off. The only problem is that people think this belongs to the Yid, but here they don't think it belongs to the Yid because they know it belongs to guy number one, and guy number two is the one who's working on it. If there's a bathhouse inside a person's house, it's just used for the people in the house. And everyone in the house who uses it knows that it's under the guy's control, Shari. That would be permitted. If someone went and violated this halacha and did rent out his bathhouse in a place where it was asr, in a way that was asr, it's machlokes if the schar is mutter or asr, v'chein iker, and this is the main halacha that it would be asr. Kaman so soon Reish Mem Hey more halachas about this, and also as the Mishnah points out that many achronim say that practically speaking it's not a machlokes. It depends if it's a place when it's mutter midina, or a place when it's and therefore this is mishamars ayin. That's the case when it would be mutter to keep the schar. But if it's a place that's medina aser, it would be aser. A number of discussions about practically what to do in this situation, and all these simanim that we'll see about these halachas about arranging businesses that a guy is going to be found with on Shabbos, when obviously needs to speak to Rav about the exact details of what he needs to do.